Good morning. My name is Lisa Kane. We're the owners of the Pool Man. This is Walt and Carol Fredericks. Go ahead, Michael.
Okay, I've got a couple of questions for you guys. Just a simple testimonial. We just like to do this and do a follow-up with people that we've done work for. So that way, we may post something, with your all's permission, of course. But kind of give us a quick rundown of how we got involved with you guys, because it was a project that had started and things went south with somebody else, which, is another issue. But, when we came in and talked to you guys and kind of took over, just kind of give us your all's points on that little story and we'll go from there.
Okay. Well, I had contacted another pool installer actually September, October of 2010 when I was doing new construction here. And we ordered the pool and I was hoping it would be installed later that year, and the delays started to happen. The pool was delivered and sat in my field. We went through the whole winter of 2010 into 2011. I think July of 2011, they dug a hole and put the pool in the ground, and it sat there for a long time, uncovered, rainwater coming in around it. There were many attempts to, I don't know, I can't say for them to complete it, but occasional trips out here with a little bit of work here and a little bit of work there, and the pool stayed the same, filled up with rainwater. I do know we wound up with, 2 seasons of tadpoles and frogs in the green water in the pool.
We had a lot of amphibious wildlife.
Oh, we did. Yeah. The deer loved it. Now, they came down from the woods, and we've got pictures of them drinking out of it, and it was really cool, but it was just ugly. It was green water, and we started realizing our phone calls weren't being answered when we would call to find out, when are you going to finish this, when will it get done, and
nothing transpired until we got fed up with who we were dealing with, so we decided to told him to not come on the property anymore, stay off it, and we contacted Mike Kane for the Pool Man and his wife Lisa.
Yeah.
And he had to come out and take a look-see, and he said he could fix it for us, and we signed a contract. Then we had a lot of problems on that road, the pool not being paid for. We had a water drainage problem that was overlooked by the prior contractor, and so we had to get all those things in all our ducks in a row before we could actually start the construction of the pool, which we did. And Mike and Mike the contractor, the Pool Man, and Jason Whittle from another contractor, concrete guy, did a wonderful job, and
yes,
they really worked hard. And in 2 weeks we had this job completed,
yes,
which was, in my estimation, which is a proper time a pool should be installed, not 2 years.
Exactly.
We are very happy. We got the opportunity to enjoy the pool for almost 2 months, and it was very exciting.
Yes, it was. And if I could make a comment, I was so impressed with you, your staff, everyone, with Jason's company, with everyone who came out to work on the pool. They were so polite and so wonderful to be around. I felt like they really cared, and they took a lot of pride in the work that they did, and it showed. It was wonderful, and I just appreciate you guys. You saved us from another year of tadpoles, and I love it.
Well, one thing that Lisa reminded me of on the way up here was you guys were out of town, and I think either she made the phone call to you or something somehow transpired, it may have been from me, that things were pretty well wrapped up, and we worked hard to get the pool clean because you were worried about it staining and this and that.
Yes.
And you guys drove like 10 or 12 hours to get home just to be able to see it.
Yes,
right?
yes.
You know, and your excitement level was just through the roof.
Yeah. But we drove, I believe that was when we were in Dallas. I
Yes.
think that's when we drove 900 miles in one day, and we made it home. And the first thing we did when we drove into the driveway, of course it was dark when we got here, we have outdoor lighting that automatically goes on, and we just got out of the car and went around, and we were amazed. It was like a dream, and we enjoyed it so much. We just loved it.
You know, I know, Carol, you had a bad experience with the other builder, and there were several things that were supposed to be incorporated in the pool that weren't done as well. You know, but you know, as dollars spent, do you feel like we gave you a good value for, you know, everything we did for you guys?
Absolutely,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Very much so.
There was like, just for example, I didn't know, I'd never done a pool before. There was like this funky piping that was installed earlier, and it reminded me of vacuum cleaner hose. I don't think it was, but I don't know what they used. But I wondered at the time, with that thin, plasticky looking stuff around the wires, it seemed to me that underground critters could get in there and make a leak or something happen, and they were actually running uphill instead of, I guess, the direction they were supposed to. But you came in and you just, I mean, within that 2-week period, you removed all the stuff that was incorrect, and you replaced it with that PVC, that solid pipe, and no problem. And I feel like, had that not happened, this would have been I don't want to call it an accident waiting to happen, but there would have been a lot of maintenance waiting to happen, underground stuff waiting to happen down the road.
It would have been a disaster.
Yeah, and your prices were so much better. That's another thing. I cannot get over it.
Well, you know, we didn't do the full gamut of the waterfalls and the automatic cover and things like that. So I mean, you know, we compare apples to apples here.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know, we
right.
want to be honest with it, and you know, we're just very happy that we were able to give you guys a good experience, and you know, that's what we strive for in our service after, you know, putting the pool in. You all been able to bring water samples to the store.
Yes.
You know, people, you know, like that feature as well.
Right.
You know, the closing of the pool, you know, openings, things like that. It's the service after the sale that people tend to not think about when they're in the market.
Every time I went to the store and contacted somebody at the store, they were very, very nice, very polite, and they would be on the call of duty to help me and what the problem was. We appreciate that very much so.
We will miss you. We know you guys are moving, and we're going to miss you all so much. But I do know that if you ever built a pool here again, you would choose the Poolman, correct?
Absolutely. Unequivocally.
Mike, shake hands. Thank you all.